one of the professors in the world I respect so much in religious studies was at University of Birmingham, Mark Goodcare. He's now in New York. I stumbled into him somehow while browsing on the internet. So he saw one of my books called A Johannine Theology of Replacement in the Fourth Gospel and its application in the Nigerian context, and demanded that he wants to see the book. So I sent the book to him. Then he wrote me an email and asked what I was doing. I said, I'm a church pastor, and that's what I'm doing. And he said, have you thought about further studies? I said, of course, but I'm doing search in Nigeria. And he said, why not come to Birmingham? I will make sure you get a scholarship. I'll supervise you to your PhD. And I'm just interested in you and your work. We got talking for months, and I said to him I won't come. I'm sure he was shocked. And he said, why? I said, because that's not the picture that God showed me. Do you understand me?
Yes.
He said, that's not the picture that God showed to me. I can afford to jump at the offer you have given to me. Fantastic, I know. I said, but he has not given me that picture. I want a picture I can place before me and know he was the one who took the shot, developed it, and I am just walking on that path. Faith is what? A picture. Sometimes I have come to discover, apart from the technical details that are necessary in a building, that when architects design a home for you and you see it, what happens? You are what? Excited. But that is not the house. But for you, this is my house. Yes. Is that not what we say?
Yes.
Yes. But enter into it and leave. But that picture is so important for the goal to be achieved. If you don't have a picture, your faith can never be built up. Your faith can never be strong because you have nothing to fall back upon. You have nothing to tell anyone about. In the book Fourth Dimension by Yonggi Cho, he said in the middle 40s, while he was growing the Yoido Full Gospel Church, God spoke to him that he was going to give him an American rugby bicycle, a chair built of mahogany wood, a table built of mahogany wood, and a chair that had rollers underneath. I'm sure in the middle 40s, that would be real, in quote, luxury. And so, he was excited. He saw the picture. And so he said, whenever people will come to his house, assuming Brother Iber, say, Brother Iber, can you see my American rugby bicycle? Do you want to take a ride? Or do you want to sit on my chair with rollers? Or do you want to write on my table made of mahogany wood? And the people said, but we can't see it. And he said, I am pregnant with it. I am what? Pregnant. That is picture. So important. I try to demonstrate it this year to my children. My daughter, 10, says she wants to be a pediatrician. So, on her birthday, August 25th, I was on my way here in August. So I told my church administrator to please buy every apparatus that you feel a pediatrician needs to work. So he bought the doctor's white gown, did the brooch. What's in the down on the food one? Thermometer, all of those, package it in a nice birthday box. And they presented it to her. By the time they sent me the pictures, I couldn't resist laughter. Because I saw in one of the pictures, she made the brother to lie down. Oh my God. And he was she was busy using the stethoscope to work. So I called her and I said, "What were you doing with that?" She said, "What?" I looked at his pose. So I said, "Poor what? How do they do?" I said, "Anyway, don't bother. I'm not interested." The picture is very important. It can come by a dream. It can be in a trance. It can be in a vision. It can be even in what people call a daydream. But each of these are important. It may even be a physical something that God had just imprinted in your mind, glued it, and it stays there. That is the picture of your life. Don't mortgage it and don't settle for less. Because it is your perfect picture. Hello?
Yeah.
Am I communicating?
Yes.
With that picture, you can go anywhere. Remember? Everyone who has ever made it great with God had a picture to project about a sin yet unseen tomorrow. I said earlier, your picture reveals your destination, not your pathway. Every picture is a sight of a finished product. So when God gives you the picture, it is a finished product. Physically, nothing may be on ground to show. But remember, eyes have not seen, ears have not heard, neither has it entered into the heart of man what God has prepared for those who do what? Love Him. Hello?
Hi.
What is the picture God has given to you concerning a delayed promise? What is the picture God has given to you concerning a delayed promise? For the fact that it is delayed does not mean that it has not been done. What is the picture? Can you please write what that picture is for yourself in your book, if you can recall? What is the picture that God has given to you concerning a promise that appears to be delaying? A delayed promise. What is the picture? Praise the Lord. I like cars a lot. I'm sure most men do. Because the more you grow, so your toys grow. You know, when we were younger, we play with toys. Every man plays with toys. I like cars a lot. A lot. So, I discover each time I buy one, my wife takes it over. My wife takes it over. So, when we bought the last, and she took it over. So I said, wait, let's now agree. Is this mine or it is yours? She said, well, how do I mean? I said, because if we agree it is yours, I will leave it for you. But you know what that means. I am going to step up. I'm going to step up, and when I buy mine, it is mine. She said, well, let's do it this way. Let's agree that this is mine now. And when that time comes, then, to use Brother Best's word, we can have intensive discussion. Not back to back. Not back to back. So, I sat down and I asked myself, what do I need based on my travels and our very good roads in Nigeria? So I said, okay, let me go for a high car, possibly a mid-size SUV. So I settled for a Ford Edge. So I settled for a Ford Edge after all my researches. So I went to the website, downloaded the picture, and all the details about the car, I printed it out. And the next thing was, I pasted the picture. When my wife saw it, she said, what is this? I said, my car. And she said, so what happens to the one I'm driving?